Well, hello. Welcome. For those that are new here, my name is Rachel Hoffman, and I am here live at Turn of the Century Antiques. And for those that are not new here, welcome. You better believe that for this video and for this launch and everything that we're going to talk about and everything that I'm going to say in this video, you better believe I brought out the shoulder pads. I brought out the shoulder pads. This event is going to be the best. So welcome. So my name is Rachel, and I am here to share with you all of the wonderful details and all of the things that are happening with the Shoot for the Stars virtual doll convention. We have a lot of wonderful new faces here. We have a lot of wonderful friends that have been with us since the beginning. And if you are here with us, just know how much we appreciate you, how excited we are that you are here, and how much we love and appreciate you. And we are so excited to share with you the details of what we have going on. What is happening? So we are shooting for the stars. We're shooting for the stars in every single area. And I love the theme of Shoot for the Stars because when I see the stars and I see the gold and I see the silver and I see the clouds and I see the galaxy, it gives me the feeling that we can go and do and be anything. And that's what the theme is doing for us, and that's what we hope it does for you, is that it gives you, I want you to feel like you're just floating on a cloud and you're having the best time learning, getting to know people, shopping, watching, all the things. First of all, a lot of you are very good sleuths because we were testing our website yesterday and a lot of you already signed up, hundreds of you. And thank you so much. For the registration, we have a sliding scale. It's a tip jar where you can choose the amount that is most comfortable for you from $5 to $50. And you get to choose. And so many of you have signed up on all of the different levels. And so if you have signed up on any level, believe me, we see it, we appreciate it, and we are so, so grateful to you. So we are here. Now, and for our new people here, which is very exciting, this is very exciting. But the virtual doll convention, we launched our first convention where I went live just like this in this doll shop in the other side on December 3rd, 2018. We've been doing this for a while and we love it. So on that first video, I thought, I really did say to my friend, what if we get 100 people? And I didn't know. I thought it might be a one-time thing, but now we are going into our 7th event. Every event is different. Every event has its own personality and its own focus and its own vibe. They each are wrapped up into a beautiful little package where you get to enjoy and explore and have one of the most magical times ever. And each one of them is very different. So this is exciting. This is exciting. So I even have note cards and I have notes and everything because there is no way that in this video, I am going to be able to share everything that is going to take place at our convention, but I'm going to share a lot of things so that you know what to look forward to because as we have just experienced with Tonner Watch 2021, the wait and the build is one of the most fun parts of any kind of event and any kind of thing we look forward to. It's looking forward to it. Am I right? P.S. You're going to see a lot more of this crown. I just love it. Thank you, Stephanie. But am I right? When I was young and we would go on trips and even when we were going to Disney World, I remember journaling about going to Disney World every day. And that time of journaling and looking forward to and letting my imagination run and just imagining myself there and all those little parts and pieces of looking forward to something was as fun as being there. So we have so much fun in our lead up to the convention. Once you register, you will get an automated email that has all of the information that you are going to need to join us for the event. We have 2 ways for you to watch our content. You can join us purely on YouTube, where you will see everything and you do not need a Facebook account. Or you can join us on Facebook, where we have a dedicated Facebook group where you can watch the videos there. And you can also post photos as we lead in of your collection and what you love and different projects that you are working on, and really get to know your community that way and respond to comments. On YouTube, you can do the same thing with responding to comments, but you can't post those pictures in the group. But either way that you decide to join us is perfect. So you do not need any kind of account except for a computer or a mobile device to join us at the Virtual Doll Convention. What is a virtual doll convention? Well, it's a completely virtual experience. And when I set out to make a virtual doll convention, I really thought about, because I had been to a lot of different events, wonderful events throughout my entire life. And I really thought about, how can I make this a wonderful experience where my attendees are not missing out on anything, and make it a completely virtual experience so they don't have to leave their house. The reason why that I did this is because I was creating, way before the Virtual Doll Convention, a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of Facebook videos that centered around dolls. And I got so many emails from wonderful people that said, I am not able to leave my house for this reason or for that reason. Maybe a lot of people couldn't afford to travel, or they couldn't, for whatever their personal reasons were, they were not able to attend a lot of live events. And don't get me wrong, live events are one of my most favorite things. I love seeing people. I love meeting people. I love networking with people. My live events that I have attended, had the fortunate to attend in the past, are why I was able to create virtual events, because I met some incredible people that I was able to collaborate with. So it is very important for our community, for us, when it's safe, to have live events, virtual events, all kinds of events, because all of those events, no matter what, if they're talking about dolls and they're talking about bears, it's a win for all of us. Am I right? It's a win for all of us. So I love everything. I love everything. You'll never hear me say that virtual events are better than live events or anything like that. I think it is so wonderful to have relationships and to do things across the board. But I specialize in virtual events. And this is our 7th event. And the Virtual Doll Convention, at the core, at what we want to do every single time in every one of our events, no matter what, we want to inspire. We want you to learn and discover and see new things, create new things, learn about things that you didn't even know existed, whether it's a skill or something that you didn't know that you want to collect and now you love to collect that. So many different things. We always want you to learn and to have fun, because if you're not having fun, you're not going to learn to the best of your ability. When you're having fun, that's when your brain can say, you know what, this works for me. I like this. I want to keep doing this. So we always, always, always want to make it fun. With the Virtual Doll Convention, one of the biggest things when I look at a video, or I think about making a video, or I'm thinking about, I always ask myself, does this unite doll collectors and teddy bear collectors? Does this help share information? Does this inspire and ignite something in me? Because if I'm looking at something and I'm not enjoying it and having fun, I know you're not. So I am very careful about what we put out there, and it is curated with my wonderful collaborators. Oh my gosh, the collaborators. It is curated with you in mind. Always, 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 always with you in mind. I think, how does this serve that person? What are they going to feel when they watch this? How are they going to feel the next day after they watch this, after they learn about this, after they see this? And when I talk about how it makes you feel, We want you to feel good. We want you to feel happy and be having such a wonderful time. So if this is your first convention, believe me when I say you are going to love it. If you have been with me on previous events, you've been with me for every event, if you could do me a huge favor, could you put in the comments right here, right now, how much other people are going to love it? What one of your favorite experiences was from the past? How, if you were talking to somebody that you just met and they said, what the heck is a VDC? What even is that? What would you say? If I was going to talk about it, I mean, you know what I'd say, because I'm saying it right now. So we focus on a lot. We focus on you. We focus on teddy bears. We focus on jewelry and fashion and fun and all kinds of things. So I cannot wait. Now I'm pulling up my note cards now because there is no way in this video that I can fully explain all of the wonderful things that are going to take place and a lot of things that we are working on. Not a lot, but some that we are working on right now. We're not gonna say right now just because we're working on it, but I'm going to give you a huge lineup of what you can expect, what you can look forward to, because I want you to look forward to this. I want you to just think, oh my goodness, this is going to be great. As soon as you register, you're going to get a link to the schedule. And right now there's hardly anything on the schedule. But as we start to get our content edited and filmed and ready and done, once it's uploaded and ready to go, that's when the titles and times and all those things are going to be on the schedule. So just bookmark your schedule and then, refresh it every couple days or every week or so as we lead up to the event. And you'll start to see that schedule get a lot more populated with a lot of different things that are going to be happening. So don't be alarmed when you get your schedule as soon as you register if it shows that there's nothing on it, because I want you to have a date and a time for everything so you know exactly what's going on. So as soon as we get something scheduled, it'll go on the schedule for you to see so you can plan. All of the events happen in Mountain Time, which is where I live in Colorado. But right on the schedule, there is a time zone calculator so that you can see, no matter where in the world that you are, what times things will be happening in your time. So once the schedule is finalized, I recommend printing the schedule, and then you can handwrite right next to all the little times what time it's going to be for you. You do not have to be live for our events. Our events are mostly, for the most part, which makes it so much better for us, our filming is pre-filmed, which means that these videos are a lot of them are already ready to go. But what that means is, when I say you don't have to be live, the content will stream like it's happening live, but it's not. So the videos stay up forever. As long as I have a YouTube channel and as long as we have our Facebook group, which we have multiple admins on our Facebook group, just in case something happens to me, you will be able to watch and enjoy the content forever. So if you are not going to be there, if you have something going on during the dates or you can't be there at a certain time, don't worry. You can look back and see everything. So I am seeing so many of your wonderful comments come through of the things that we have done in the past. And I am so thankful that this content was memorable and that you enjoyed it so very much. And I want to take a moment also to thank all of the wonderful collaborators that have helped make the content that all of you are talking about right now possible. It is such a team effort to do this. I could never, ever do this by myself. I could never begin to even want to do it by myself, because when you bring in more people and more experiences and more people that come from different backgrounds and different areas, that's what makes it good. That's what makes it interesting. I will be the first one to say I don't know about a lot of things, but a lot of my friends do. And that's why we are so lucky to have people that are willing to share, willing to collaborate, and put it all together so that we can have an amazing event. Our last event was the Christmas pageant, and through your generosity, you helped raise over $25,000 that went to 3 incredible charities last year. And that is something that you should feel so good about. I think about it every day. In fact, it means so much to me that I have kept our Christmas display right over here, and every day I walk in and I think, thank you for this. Thank you for this. I know my mom is just thinking, you know, you go girl. And isn't that what any parent would want, is to see their kids step into what they want to do. And I get to do that with you. So thank you. Okay, so let's talk about our event. Are you ready to hear some of the details about our event and the things that we are going to do? You're going to see a lot of fashion, by the way. I'm going to be wearing a lot of gold sequin. You know, I thought maybe I should, what should I wear? And I thought lots of gold sequins. So that's going to happen. So let's get into it. So first of all, we are going to have an incredible opening segment. And our opening segment is our wonderful, talented, show-stopping, heart-stopping Greg Ortiz. And he is doing, I'm not gonna give too many details because I want it to be a surprise, but he is doing an incredible opening act for us. And Greg Ortiz is dancing. He is doing, I mean, when he tells me about it on the phone, I almost don't even think it's real, but it is. And so he is working really, really hard to do. We're going to have programs with Greg where he is going to give us a tour of his collection and some of the new dolls that he has added and some of the things he is working on. But he is opening our event. He is our opener, our entertainment. We get to watch Greg Ortiz shake his tush, and I am so excited. So go Greg Ortiz. So isn't that going to be so good? Oh, that's going to be so good. Like, literally, to watch Greg Ortiz shake his tush, that's worth $50. Okay, so I can't wait to see Greg again. Now, the next part that is just one of my favorite parts of any convention that we have ever done. I mean, these parts, this is where you really feel like part of a community and where you really feel inspired. This is one of my favorite parts, is the collection tours. The collection tours, because that's when we can look at somebody else, chat with somebody else, look at their dolls, listen to what they have to say, and it makes you feel so much a part of something big and a community. Am I right? When we get to step inside and see other people's collections, that's what it's like to be in a doll club. That's why in doll clubs you meet at other people's houses and you see what they have added to their collection, and they give little programs in their home about what they love and what they like to do. So we're going to have some incredible collection tours by, let me tell ya. Okay. Our first collection tour, which I am so excited for, is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lady. She is generous. She is kind. She offered for Eric and I to even stay at her house in her guest area of her beautiful home, which I couldn't believe somebody would be so generous and nice. She has dolls of all types, and her home is, I quote, amazing. Cindy Bailey has opened up her home to us, and we're going to have an incredible collection tour with Cindy Bailey. I am so excited about this. It is going to be amazing. So thank you so much, Cindy. Our other friend who has a collection that is on the opposite ends of what Cindy Bailey has, because Cindy Bailey has antique, she has a lot of vintage, she has some modern, but it's mostly like mid-century vintage, which you're going to love. And she also has some stellar, beautiful, shoot for the stars type antique dolls. So we're gonna see a little bit of everything with Cindy, but with our friend Nicole, she is the one that has 300 Elowen dolls and smart dolls, and her entire basement is full of beautiful, incredible vignettes of American Girl. I can't even begin to scratch the surface in this video of what her collection is included, and they're beautifully displayed. And so she has invited us for a collection tour. So she's going to be part of our Elowen block party, but that is going to be so fun. Our wonderful friend Sherry Miller has created 2 videos, one about celebrity dolls, and Sherry has such great celebrity dolls. And when I say celebrity dolls, I mean she has a lot of great Shirley Temple dolls. She has a lot of really wonderful composition dolls. She's got a great collection, and she is a performer. She is really good at what she does. So Sherry Miller has 2 programs for us, and she is a newcomer. So we have a lot of new faces here. Look, Cindy's a newcomer. Nicole's a newcomer. Sherry's a newcomer. I'm so excited about all the new faces and all the new people that we're going to get to know. A lot of these people you probably do know because they have been fixtures in the doll community for a long time, but a lot of us here are new. And so that's why it's just such a wonderful thing is that you can get to know these people. So I am so excited. Now, one more presenter that is coming, her name is Allison Hernandez, and she has an incredible YouTube channel. It's called Mumekia's Poupées and Dolls, and she has 12,000 followers. She produces such great content every week. 3 and 4 videos a week. I can learn so much from her. I love her channel. She is giving us a collection tour, and then she is also teaching us about different sizes of modern dolls. She is so cool. You're gonna love it. So I'm really excited. Okay, so the next thing, speaking of antique dolls, so I just touched on a little bit of antique dolls, but we have some friends that are really pulling out the stops, and that is Andy and Becky Arendt and Bonnie Lowe. They are creating some amazing content. So Bonnie is creating a seminar. I mean, it's basically a seminar, but it talks about this wonderful, early, very special Jumeau and her history and her provenance and all the different things that this Jumeau has done in her life. It is such an interesting story, and we're going to get to learn all about that. Bonnie is doing so much research and working so hard on this program. So I am just so grateful and excited. Andy and Becky, they are coming in clutch for us because we, in the past with them, we have learned so much about how to care and repair antique dolls with the different things that they have shown. They have done doll talks where we learned how to inspect dolls, what to look for, so many different things. Do you remember when they did that amazing program on the art character reform? They are a wealth of knowledge. They are so nice. They are going to be doing 2 different workshops for us on stringing all bisque dolls. So you are going to learn, so the workshops that they are doing, it is so interesting because I have gotten requests just this week of people asking us to show how to do this. And I'm like, you're in luck because we're going to have that. So you are going to walk away from this convention a better person. And when I say a better person in your craft. You're going to learn how to care for something. You are going to gain the skills from Andy and Becky, which they make it so easy to learn that if you need to, if one of your dolls, the arm fell out, you can look at their video and you can figure it out. So they are going to be doing 2 different videos, and we are so excited. So, it's just going to be so great. Speaking of early dolls, we have 2 wonderful programs from Susan Dossiter. So I flew to San Francisco when I filmed these programs with Susan. And as you know, she is a historian. She is an incredible storyteller, and her collection is just out of this world, out of the wildest dreams, shooting for the stars, sitting right on the stars or where Susan's dolls are. And she is always so happy to share them with us. So we are going to have 2 great programs from Susan Dossiter on her very, very, very early wooden dolls. Isn't this so great? We are literally going from smart dolls to fashion dolls to wooden dolls to, there will be something for everybody. For everybody. And we got stuff for the bear people too. We got stuff for everybody. Okay, so we talked about the doll care and repair, which is going to be so fun, but also we are going to have programs on doll making. Now, we already teased a little bit with our video earlier with Linda Wall, and I asked her if she could do a beginner's course, a one-on-one on doll making and what it entails to get a mold and to pour a doll and what that looks like and what it looks like. And seriously, her program was 10 times better than I expected. I was sitting here, we filmed it here in the shop, and I was sitting here just in shock about how good it was. So it's an incredible seminar. It's almost an hour, and you are going to appreciate, if you have not made an antique doll, not an antique doll, if you have not created a doll, and sometimes they are antique reproductions, sometimes they are original molds, but if you have never done this, you are going to be mesmerized by the process. And at the very least, you are going to appreciate so much what goes in to making a doll. And I think that this is a really important thing, because once we understand what goes into making dolls, I really feel like we can appreciate them more. We can appreciate the dolls for what they are, but we can also appreciate what the artists do, because it's the artist that is making them. It's the artist that is pouring their heart and soul and talents into making a doll, of any kind of doll, whether that's a bisque doll, cloth doll, wood doll, any type of doll. It's the artist. It's the artist behind it and the skills that they are putting together to make it. So I just cannot thank Linda enough for this seminar is built on 45 years in the industry, and she's just teaching it to us. So we are just so lucky. We are really lucky. In addition, she is also doing a program where we are going to learn, it's a beginner's program, but you're going to learn so much on how to make a wig, a doll wig. So if you have ever learned about not learned, but want to learn, or you find that fascinating, you're going to learn how to make a wig. Have you ever wondered or wanted to make your own wig? We're going to learn that from Linda. I have no idea what to expect. We have not filmed that yet. Linda is very busy also running her virtual seminars. So we're really grateful for Linda, and thank you so much, Linda. So these workshops and programs, seriously, any single one of these videos and workshops is worth the highest amount of the tip jar, but we really wanted to strive to make this comfortable and affordable for everybody. So that is why we have a tip jar where you get to choose how much to tip, so that you feel really comfortable in what you are spending. And so we very much understand that when you're thinking about it and when you're on a budget, every penny counts. So we really, really appreciate whether you're tipping at the highest level. Thank you so much. All of that money goes straight into what we are producing and what we are doing. And, or you tipped $5, please, thank you so much. So we really appreciate it very much. Okay. So those 2 workshops are going to be off the chain. Now we have, I don't want to call her a diva, but a lot of times when I say diva, I mean it in the highest way, because a lot of the divas I know that are really good at what they do. Think of divas, singers, people that are just so good at what they do and they just slay at how they do it. In my opinion, Tamara Casey is the diva of pattern making and sewing, and soon to be sewing instructor. So for our convention, Tamara Casey of Designs by Jude, for the first time, and she is such a natural, for the first time, is giving us a sewing class. Now she says all the time, I am not a professional sewer. I am not professionally trained. I am not all these, she says that, but when I watch her videos, I know how to sew. I can in my head figure it out. So she says she's not a professional, but she is such a professional. Her patterns are literally the best. And for the first time, she is going to be teaching a sewing seminar at our event. You will receive the pattern. The pattern that is coming with the sewing seminar is the wonderful pattern that we are getting for all of our Club Grace members. And Tamara has been so generous to also sponsor that pattern for our virtual doll convention. So I know our Club Grace members are going to be so happy about this, because it enables more people to maybe get their hand at starting to sew and maybe just try. So just for this month only, we are going to have it for the convention as well. And it is a beautiful pattern. So Tamara, I know you're watching. Girl, you're a diva, because you are so freaking good at what you do. And I mean that in the highest way. So she said she's nervous watching this. You shouldn't be, because you're so good at what you do. So she's going to be teaching a sewing class, and you are going to receive the pattern, which is a value just in the pattern of $12.95. What? Get out of here. So exciting. Okay, we have some awesome presenters that are coming that are also in what they do the best. So our next presenter, of course, is Alan Pate. He's going to be doing a program on Japanese dolls. I don't know what the subject matter is going to be otherwise that it's Japanese dolls, but he has been working really hard. He has a book coming out, so he has so much more knowledge and things to, not knowledge, he had the knowledge, but you know what I mean? He has so much more research. That's what I was looking for. So much more research that he has been working on, and he is going to share it. So whatever Alan wants to do, I said, please do it. We are so excited. So Alan Pate, we're going to learn about Japanese dolls. I just love his programs. He is the nicest. I will never forget when I got to stay with him and visit him as part of, I think, our second event. Oh, Alan's the best. So we're so excited. Our friend Walter Kruger, who has the most amazing Wizard of Oz collection, is going to give us another seminar from his house. So we are going to have a seminar from Walter Kruger on Wizard of Oz. So I loved his program at our last event, and I'm just so excited for another one. So thank you, Walter. Now, I've been talking a lot about dolls, but we have teddy bear content for you, and boy do we have teddy bear content for you. So my thing is that no matter what you came here collecting, I want you to leave here appreciating everything that we show you because of the way we show it to you. And that's what we do. So if you are a smart doll collector, you're going to love our teddy bear programs. I promise you. We have 3 programs coming with our wonderful John Port. He is giving us a repair seminar so we can learn how to repair, do basic repairs on teddy bears, which is so valuable, such as replacing the eyes, such as doing different things. I mean, it's so good. John is an expert in this, and this is what he does for a living. And he is sitting there on camera teaching us how to do it. I mean, it is absolutely unbelievable that we have access to this knowledge and information through the people that are willing to share. So John Port, I love him so much. We are going to have 3 programs from him. So he gives us a seminar on my mother's teddy bears, which it warms my heart and I just love it. And I learned so much. The repair workshop, and then we have a teddy bear lunch. So that's going to be so much fun. Eric right now is editing our program from Hillary Polly. So speaking of teddy bears, our wonderful friend in England, Hillary Polly, has sent us the footage. She sent it to us in 4 parts, but she worked really hard and it was very entertaining. Hillary just has a way of making her programs just so she simply sits in front of the camera and shows her things, but they are so entertaining. They always make me laugh and chuckle and enjoy because she talks to her teddy bears and it's so fun. So we're going to have a program from Hillary Polly way over there from her teddy bear museum in England. So won't that be great? So excited. Our good friends Ashley and Patty Saro, they have done some wonderful programs for us in the past. They have just actually transferred one of the programs to me today, so I can't wait to see it. But they are doing 2 different seminars for us at the convention. They share wonderful things about their own collections. They're going to be sharing some of their wonderful Jean dolls. If you're a Jean doll fan, I promise you're going to love this. If you've never heard of a Jean doll, you're going to love them right after these 2 ladies show their stuff. We could not be more grateful for them. So thank you so much, ladies. We are so excited. Our good friend, Eliza de Sola Mendez, is doing a program, get this, on chairs, miniature chairs. So for our miniaturists, we have something for you. Thankfully, because Eliza de Sola Mendez is putting together something amazing. Now, I wrote it down because listen to this title. Right when you hear this, you're going to love it. Doll's House Chairs. A star-studded parade through the 19th and 20th centuries. And what Eliza is doing is showing us like 50 different miniature dollhouse chairs. She is an educator. When she talks, I think one day maybe I could know a fraction if I listen and learn from you on video right now, Eliza. She's amazing. So we are very much excited, and she is working really hard on this program. She got a light ring, and her son is helping her. And so a lot of our presenters are also really learning and really trying and stepping up their game to be able to make this kind of content. This doesn't come naturally for a lot of people. They have to work really hard to be able to put a video together and to do it. And so we are here to support them. Am I right? Because it might be their first time doing videos, or maybe, and you can tell in their videos, they get better every time. So I love seeing people shine, and I am just so excited. So that one's going to be so good. Our good friends at the North Carolina Museum of Dolls, Miniatures, and Toys are doing a program on a new acquisition that they just got to their museum. So I always love seeing those ladies, Beth and Kathy and the whole crew over at that museum. We are always so helpful, happy to also support the museum and to bring any kind of visibility that we can their way, because they are a nonprofit museum, and we need to support anybody in the doll game and the teddy bear game, but we really need to support organizations and institutions that are like who they are, that offer wonderful programming and information and things for people to see. You know, museums are something we really need to support. So I am so excited to just be able to share with them in their new acquisition for their museum, but also give them a platform to be able to promote themselves to maybe people that didn't know, and really support them. So next we have another diva, and he is so good at what he does, and it's Bradley Justice. Bradley Justice, he flew down here for our first virtual doll convention. I mean, he flew down here with no notice, and we filmed with Billy Harris, one of my two people that I just love so much. And they were such a significant part of our first convention. They have been a part of every single one of our conventions, and we are so happy to have their brilliance in their life and for them to shine. And when I say them, Billy Harris helps in so many ways, also behind the scenes. She is such an incredible light and energetic person, and also posts stuff every day that is so inspiring. But Bradley is going to be doing a seminar on Barbie. I don't know exactly what the exact theme is, but I don't care. Because if Bradley's willing to talk about Barbie, sign me up. So we're so excited about that. I cannot wait. Now, another one of my homies is a very, very, very special person, and his name is Jonathan Green. Today is actually his birthday. Happy birthday, Jonathan. And Jonathan Green is a wonderful person. He has been such a support and such a good friend since I've ever known him, and he is always so willing to share. He recently had his own virtual event, a Katie Cruza event, which he did such a phenomenal job, and it was so fun seeing him shine. Bradley is also doing a virtual event too, so we're excited for Bradley's event. But I mean, speaking of these two gentlemen, and the reason why I'm saying this is because they started with our virtual events, and now they're doing their own virtual events. And I just love it. So both of them, I mean, it almost is like seeing my little birds like go out of the nest. You know, it's so cool. But Jonathan Green is doing a program for us on, so Katie Cruza made a doll, a very, very special, rare doll called the Shooting Star Doll. I didn't know this. It's the Shooting Star Doll, and he is going to do a program for us on that. So won't that be so fun? Oh, I cannot wait. Jonathan Green with the Shooting Star Doll. I'm so excited. Okay, so the next thing that I am excited about, and I think that you're going to just love, just by you're going to watch this from your seat at home, off-roading with Rachel and Eric. So Eric and I are leaving on the 9th to go and do what we're going to go do in Indiana. I have been hired by a doll museum in Indiana to go and to help the family, to look through all of the dolls, to help them curate, figure out the hidden treasures that are in this collection of things. And when I say collection of things, it's an entire church that is completely filled. And the family is wonderful. they said not only could we film it, they want us to film it because they want us to help generate publicity for this collection, which is eventually going to be sold. And where it's sold, we will tell you first and everything. But you're going to get the backstage pass. You're going to see everything that we're going to do and to film. So I said, okay, so when I'm like digging in these boxes and doing these different things, if I find something incredibly rare, you know, I might just fire up my camera, or Eric will be filming it, and we're going to make this into a program. So we're going to do an off-roading adventure with this experience. And so I am not going as a buyer. I have been hired as an appraiser to go and consult with the family. This is one of the things that I do in my business a lot, but usually it's never anything that you would ever make public, ever. It's always very, very, very private when you do appraisal assignments for people. And so this is a special situation. We get to actually film it and to show it. So you get to see the process behind what it looks like for me as an appraiser to go and to consult. So I think that'll be a really interesting adventure. The things that we are going to see are just, when you see this, you're just going to be like, wow, you're not going to be able to look away. That's all I can say. You're just not going to be able to look away. Now, when I first started, now we're going to talk about buying stuff. Are you ready to talk about buying stuff? Do you like buying stuff? I mean, I love buying stuff. Give me a holler, give me an amen, give me an emoji if you love buying stuff. Okay. So when I first started at the virtual doll conventions, when in our first couple of events, I kept the buying kind of like almost low key. I kept our sales room almost like low key because I thought, well, the people that are registering, they really care most about learning and you know, the workshops, and the buying is just like secondary. Let's keep it over here. I changed my mind about that. Forget everything I ever said about that, because buying stuff is on the same level as learning, as going to somebody's collection. If anything, it creates more excitement because you are getting a fix. So, buying stuff. We're going to have an incredible sales room. Our sales room is comprised of so many people from across the board. We will do a different video where I talk about who is in the sales room and things like that. But we have some amazing people that are in the sales room that have been curating and holding back things for months in anticipation for this event. One of the things that is really important for me, for our sales room people, and they understand this and they do this, is that I don't want to see a bunch of things that are like already on their website. Like nobody wants to see that, right? It's new stuff. It's stuff that they are making and getting ready and getting curated and ready to go just for this event. The sales room is the only part that is hosted on Facebook. It is in a private Facebook group, and every single one of the vendors has their own album. You will be able to shop, and we have things, we have artists, we have teddy bear dealers, we have doll dealers, modern dealers, antique dealers, we have sewers that are creating clothing for Elowen and for Grace and for so many different dolls. We have newcomer sellers we have never had before. So we're going to have an amazing sales room. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. You're going to be able to go into our sales room and find something just that is so perfect and in every price range. And even if you're not buying right now or whatever, whatever your circumstances are, window shopping is so fun. So you're going to be able to go window shopping regardless and just ooh and ah and see what everybody has. So shop till you drop. We're going to have the best time in the sales room. Okay, so I can't really talk about buying stuff without talking about Elowen Wild, which we are wild about this doll. We are so excited. So we're going to have, our convention doll is Elowen Wild. We have 3 dress dolls, 2 basic dolls, and 2 outfits. So we are... it's epic. It's epic. We know all about Elowen Wild, and we're just going to have so much fun learning about her, seeing her, and being able to get one. So the Elowen Wild block party. Woo! Okay, we're wild over Ello. The Ello and Wild block party is going to be a blast. Now, what is that going to look like? Well, we're going to have special programming that is about Elowin. We're going to hear from Robert Tonner about Elowin and what he has, I don't know. I mean, we haven't done the program yet, but Robert Tonner is going to come out from behind the curtain, and he is going to talk about Elowin with us. And anything else that he wants to talk about. Maybe he'll give us some sneak peeks about other things that he is working on. I don't know. But we're going to see Mr. Oz himself at the Elowin Wild block party. Another thing that all attendees will receive, and everything that I talk about in this video, you will receive. You will receive with your tip to us. We're making, well, not we, Diana Vining, our amazing master of downloads, activities, all the beautiful things that you see posted, our Diana Vining makes those. She works so hard for us. She is making some Elowin downloads. So we're going to have some special Elowin downloads. So those will be a part of our block party. We are also going to have a wonderful Elowin tour with Nicole Randall as part of our Elowin block party. And then the final touch of our Elowin block party is going to be the Elowin shopping experience, where you can go on in and buy your Elowins. Now, if you are wanting to buy Elowin and you are not on Facebook, the Elowins will be for sale on a private link that is sent to all registered attendees that is on the virtual convention webpage. So you do not need to be on Facebook to order an Elowin. For those that are wanting to shop our other vendors that are just amazing, that is the only part that is hosted on Facebook, because they create albums in there, and then you shop by commenting sold on their albums. If you're not on Facebook and you feel very left out, just create a Facebook account. Just create an account. You can put it under a fake name, make a new email address, and use it for shopping. So that's the only part that is off. That is one part where you have to have an account to do it, but it's worth it. It's worth it, and it's so fun. So we're going to have that. Now the last part that I really want to share with you that is about piggybacking on what I just said about Diana Vining is that we are going to have such beautiful downloads. So your entire experience is enhanced by amazing, custom, made just for you, beautiful downloads that you can turn into stickers, make as keepsakes for your wall, put on your vision boards. You can print them out and share them with your club members. You can give them to your grandkids, give them to your kids, give them to your mom. You can do whatever you want with our downloads. So the downloads, you guys, are so good. Now, one of our downloads was made by a very good friend of the virtual convention. Her name is Anna Winslick, and she made a Shirley Temple pattern for, I believe, 2 different sizes for the trunk Shirley Temple. So if you have always wanted to make a Shirley Temple dress, she made a pattern just for you. And she worked really, really, really hard on this, and we are going to give that to you. So that is just going to be out of this world. Some of the other downloads are actually available. I'm just grabbing my downloads. Diana made this amazing mobile that has glittering stars that hang from it. And then on the stars are Elowin, Grace, Dolly Dingle, like clasping the star. That our poster that you've seen with the girls on the stars, that's actually a smaller part of the craft that Diana Vining made for us. And you can make so many different things out of this downloadable craft. I think it's like 6 pages or something. It's beyond. She has been working so hard on it. So that is going to be one of your downloads, which you are just going to love. We have other downloads that you will receive every single day. All of them are incredible. The downloads are always out of this world. Diana, you are amazing. Right when you register, we have some fun downloads that are just like silly fun that you can have fun with. And one of them right here is the virtual convention clapper right here. This is fun, and it comes in 3 different sizes. And so once you register, you can actually get this in the pre-convention downloads now. So isn't that so great? I love that. And another one is a background that very much resembles this, that is doll and teddy bear sized. So we are very excited. Eric said maybe the marketplace could be moved off Facebook in the future. Many people have left Facebook and never joined for very important reasons. Eric, I will just tell you the exact truth of this. I am under a non-compete with my previous company that I used to work for, and I could not create a off-premise website that allowed for that. So if somebody else wants to do it, I mean, I will be there first thing to shop, but I am not doing that right now for those reasons. So that couldn't be more clear than that. Now, the next thing, I mean, are you ready for this? This is what I want to know. Like, are you excited for this? As soon as we get off this video, we're going to be putting it out there. I mean, the registration is open. The Facebook group is open. For those that are joining us on YouTube, there's going to be a welcome video there in addition to this video. We're ready to roll. Are we ready to roll? I'm ready to roll. I am so ready. So if you are ready, one of the best things that you can do is give me a share. Let your friends know of what is happening. Let's get on board. You know, let's get in the rowboat, because we're all gonna go shoot for the stars. So go pick your star. Maybe that's what you should do tonight, is go pick your star and go out and start dreaming. And just start dreaming. Because that's what it's really all about, is feeling good, dreaming, knowing that we have something to look forward to that is in harmony with how we feel in our hearts and how we want to be and everything that we want to experience. So we're going to go shoot for the stars. When I say we, I mean you and me and all the other wonderful people out there who are excited and ready to go shoot for the stars together. So let's go do it. Let's go do it. Our virtual convention happens at the end of March, the 26th, the 27th, and the 28th, and we have lots of wonderful programming in the pre-convention activities. So there's stuff happening before our event actually starts, and then we have a 3-day spectacular. If you are unavailable, everything stays up. You can review it as much as you want, either on Facebook or on YouTube, and you're just never gonna miss a thing because of this. And you can watch it and rewatch it as much as you want. So if there's a program that was super meaningful to you, you can watch it 50 times, 100 times, 500 times. Watch it as much as you can, because that helps my view count on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be the best time. We are very, very, very excited. Every convention we up the ante. This time I have a wonderful editor who is helping me, and it's already taking a lot of the pressure and the load off of me, because I used to do that all in addition to everything else. And so now that we have somebody else on our team, and we have wonderful people that are creating content and sending it to me like ready to load, I mean, it is the best. So I want to thank every single person that has collaborated in the past to make this what it is today and what it wants to be in the future. We work every day, we strive every day to serve the doll community in the best capacity that we can. And that is by inspiring, educating, sharing information, creating a community of acceptance to where you feel good being you and you feel happy doing what you want to do. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I am ready. I'm here for it. So we will see you very soon in the Shoot for the Stars virtual convention group. And thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you so very much. Bye, everybody.